For today's robot tip, we're going to talk about how to do a collection comparison in robot space to determine what has changed over time. What has changed on my system? How can you easily identify that? Let's start in the robot space GUI Explorer, and we'll navigate to the storage collection feature. If you're not familiar with storage collections, collection groups can be set up over any part of your storage. For instance, a collection group can be set up over all or specific libraries, all or specific objects, output queues, as well as the integrated file system. This particular collection we're looking at will summarize its data at the library, IFS, and output queue level. I also have a detail collection, and the detail collection will also collect all information about the objects stored in libraries, and it will also collect all the stream file information around the integrated file system. Collections are ran in batch using the SPC collect command, which can be automatically scheduled in a robot schedule job, or you can simply schedule that command SPC collect in the RBT SPC lib library. Typically a summary level collection is run on a daily basis, and likewise a detail level collection is ran on a weekly basis, primarily because it collects and stores a lot more data into the robot space database. To look at the collection history, right-click on the collection and select Collection History. So you can see I've got data going back 12 months from my most recent collection. Each of these collection history records will show you library, output queue, IFS, object, member, and likewise IFS stream file information depending on how the collection is configured. Any one of these branches can be drilled into, and that's the subject of another tip. Today's tip is how to compare collections. So let's say that today I notice that a lot of my storage has disappeared, and I don't really know exactly when that happened. So what you can do inside of the Collection Explorer is to hold down the Control key and select any two collections. So I'll go back to April 13th, and what we're going to do is a side-by-side comparison of either library, IFS, or output queue information. If this collection also included library, object, file member, and stream file information, we could do comparisons there too, but let's start with libraries. This collection comparison is going to do a side-by-side comparison now of those libraries, and where there was a change, it will show us what that change is. So for instance, QPFR data, the old size was 11,434. The new size is 18,908. So that library has changed the most. Likewise, we're also looking at the number of object changes. So was the change in size due to object level information increasing, or were there just a number of additional objects added to that library, like the RBT replib? Any of these objects can also be right-clicked on, and then you can look at size history. So what this does is traverses through all the collected data that you still have in your history, and it plots those data points for you. So you can see we're increasing, but we haven't reached a maximum. Likewise, right-clicking on QGPL shows that it looks like we've pretty much plateaued. Let's do the same comparison now with IFS directories. All right, not unexpected, the Help Systems directory has changed the most, and right-clicking on that, looking at size history, It looks like it's fairly flat. And just a reminder of the columns, it shows the old size, the new size, size change, old object count, and the new object count. For IFS collections, you'll see subdirectories also listed if there are subdirectories from the root level directory. If you do have any additional questions about robot space, how to do a collection comparison, or any other question about any other product in the robot product line, please contact technical support.